You make me sick. Welcome back to our channel. This is Raw Love with Moe
Nada.
For those who may be tuning in for the very first time, hey girl, hey.
Again, a little bit though.
For those who's come back, hey sis.
Kinfolk, what's happening?
So today, the question was posed that if a woman asks a man out, is she supposed to pay or is the man supposed to pay? What you think?
2019. I'm an 80s baby. So when I came up, for one, I wasn't accustomed to a female asking, for somebody to. I wasn't accustomed to a female asking the man out. It was always the man, reaching out to them. So a little bit of old habits, still stuck in me. But it's 2019 now. Everybody, I am, the whole nine. Everybody independent.
Independent.
So it sort of kind of go both ways. But for somebody like me, in my mind, I still feel like if I don't pay for it, I still feel like I should offer to pay for it, even if she asks me out. That's how I feel about it.
Well, I'm an 80s baby too. An 80s baby as well. But say something smart. Please do.
Boy, you barely in the 80s.
Anyway, but my thing is, if I ask you out, I'm quite fine with paying for it because I asked you. Now, granted, I feel like that first dates should be Dutch, period. So if it's a first date, at the end of the day, like, you pay for yours, I'll pay for mine, there's no expectations. You know what I mean? Because if I'm trying to get to know you, then I'm not trying to have any expectations from you because I'm going to lay my cards on the table while we're there and you're going to let me know what you agree with, what you don't agree with, what you like, what you don't like, and vice versa.
Not on the first date.
What?
Not on the first date. First of all, we gonna lie. I know we gonna lie. We gonna tell you, everything good. No baby mama drama. We got a good job, got our own crib. And, the whole nine. So it might take a few days to actually
get the truth?
Yeah, get the truth. So as far as, but I like the idea of Dutch. Like you said, because it ain't no expectation. Because I know, I don't think I ever consciously did it. But I know some people that they feel like if they pay for the meal, they don't care if it's the first or the fifth date. Like, if they're paying for it, they're expecting something. So
I get it. But the simple fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, neither one of us know each other. We may have talked on the phone, had all kinds of different conversations. We may even talked about, what we like, what we don't like. But right now, we're trying to feel each other out. You know what I'm saying? Is there any chemistry? Is there anything? You know what I mean? And with that being said or whatever, like, if you can pay for your meal and I can pay for mine and there's no issue, then we can go out on another date. We can make a decision whether or not who's going to ask who. Like, I can wait for you to give me a call to ask me out on another date. Or you can wait for me to give you a call to ask you out on another date. And if I ask you out on another date, I'm paying. You know what I mean?
the second time?
The second time. If I ask you, I'm paying. You make me sick. If I ask you, I'm paying. But if you ask me, then yeah, of course I expect for you to pay. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If we're in a relationship, you know what I mean? Like a full-blown relationship, at some point in time, like, we got to date each other. But that don't always mean that you got to pay for everything because you're the man. Now, I do expect you to open up doors for me. I do expect you to make sure that.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills?
First of all, pause. Okay. But
maybe we can chill.
No. That's not right now. So either way it goes, we have to still date each other. We have to still have some type of 50-50 going. We have to establish that 50-50 partnership.
Okay.
So if we can't establish that just on a mere date, then what are we doing?
I can dig that. But so again, like I said, we've been on and off for 10 years. But in our off time when I was dating, most females don't have that mentality. Granted, I could have just been, dealing with the wrong females. And I done dated.
You was dealing with Jacksonville folks. Like,
shout out to Jacksonville, Duval.
No offense, but y'all got some ratchets.
But everybody that was in Jacksonville wasn't from Jacksonville.
I get it. But they end up being friends with a Jacksonville person.
I done been in Atlanta. I done been in Miami. Like Carolina, I done been on dates outside of just Jacksonville. And still, for the mass majority, most females don't have that mentality. And it could have just been an age thing. Just wherever they was at in their life at that point in time. It's a bunch of different, circumstances why they just wasn't on that level. So, just for me, speaking off the females that I done dealt with, and I done dealt with some females. Okay,
well, I can apologize for that. I was wrong for just putting it off to, just the city itself.
Yeah.
Okay, granted. But age, I can definitely agree with you because it does take maturity in order to even grasp the concept of I ain't paying for nothing. But there are women.
What you mean maturity? Like, what's the age?
I'm older than him. And I swear.
For y'all that didn't know it, you know what I'm saying?
He will not let me live it down. First of all, if you're not gonna let me live it down, what are we doing?
Too late. So fellas, before you get back into that, so fellas, if you hadn't dealt with an older female yet, just try it out. I promise you it's gonna change your outlook on the way a date should go. Just one time. If you're not in a committed relationship, don't try it now. That's not the time to do it. But if you just out there, freelancing, just shoot your shot, bro. Steph Curry, that thing. Shoot your shot, bro. And I promise you, if you get that date, she gonna change,
I swear I hate him. But even with that being said, like you said, if you were just out there, just what was the terminology you used? Freelancing.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. As far as serial dating is the perfect way.
What's serial dating?
Serial dating is when you date multiple people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not committed to anyone simply because you're not ready to, one, settle down, or you haven't found the correct person. Men do it all the time.
I ain't never heard nobody say, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm a serial dater."
No, they don't use the word, but they physically do it though.
I ain't never heard that thing, bro.
Anyway.
Hey, if it's any serial daters out there, man, y'all comment below and let me know that. Let me know she ain't tripping, because I ain't never heard of it, bro.
Yeah, when you date this, you go out with this female, you go out with this female, you go out with this female. The problem is that most guys, or I'm not gonna say guys, people in general, they'll get into a relationship with somebody, and then that's how they end up messing with this person, or messing with that person, or messing with that person. But if they just came to the realization, like, I ain't ready for a relationship, and hey, I'm just dating, and you let the person know, I'm dating more than just you serial dating, period. That don't mean, listen, just because you serial dating doesn't mean you have to serially have sex with all these people. That's what men do. They nasty.
Listen, because I'm like, hey, if I'm out there like that, they're tricking off a little money. I'm trying to get them goodies.
First of all,
trying to get them good taste.
No. And that's the thing. If you serial dating, you know what I'm saying, you can really go Dutch with everybody. Because ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, everybody ain't, like, you haven't solidified anything with them, if that's the word. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so how many dates can you go on then before, like, y'all
stop going Dutch?
Yeah.
You can stop going Dutch on the second date, but because so the first date is that initial date. You know what I'm saying? So when you do that initial date, then you can make a decision whether or not I want to go out on another date with that person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's how that kind of changes.
Okay.
But when you're serial dating, hell, it's a lot of first dates. You know what I mean? Granted, eventually
50 first dates.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Why is he messing with me tonight? Oh. So, but with that being said, it don't necessarily have to be an actual first date that you're serial dating, but you can serial date somebody multiple times. Like you can see him, and him 5 times a piece, but you're not solid with anybody. You know what I mean?
Sound like she tricking off.
Not if she not having sex with nobody.
They just look bad.
Listen, it was a whole little thing about it with Steve Harvey's daughter. Cause you know he got that whole what's the book called? Think Like a Man. Is it Think Like a Man? Yeah. Think Like a Man.
I thought that was Tyler Perry book.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need you. Don't do that. Ooh.
I don't know. I ain't never read the book, so I don't know who wrote it. So whatever.
Anyway, so Think Like a Man or whatever, and his daughter literally dated all these people, and like just people got mad. You know what I'm saying? Because she was dating all these people, and I guess they didn't know about it.
She grown.
Exactly, but at the same time, you know, you still got to be honest about the fact that you date other people. Either you date other people or you don't. But I think she was seen with like a bunch of like, you know, upper echelon people. You know what I mean? But whatever. At least she dating up versus down. Baby.
Got these bills out here.
Well, she ain't got nothing.
Well, yeah, she Steve Harvey's daughter. So.
Yeah, she good. She's great. She's great, cuz.
I don't know. Like I said again, for me, it's just more or less 2019, and for one, I don't think people really know how to date.
What you mean?
Like, I don't really think people know how to date. Because, you know, with this whole Amazon Prime, Netflix, and chill, all that, I don't think people actually know how to, like go on a date. I haven't heard any, like, younger people say, oh, yeah, I went on a date this weekend. Like, even though it might have been that, like, they don't.
Okay, so they may not say the word date, but they'll be like, okay, well, I'm going out with this guy tonight.
Okay, so what's a date? So what's a date?
A date is when
is it at the house? Is it outside the house? Is that a neutral location?
No, it ain't no Netflix and chill date. No, that's not. But
that's what. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, yo, come over to the crib. You know what I'm saying? We could chill for a little minute.
But they have ulterior motives. Like somebody who want to date you, they want to literally wine. They want to wine and down. Or they want to be seen with you. You know what I mean? Like it's a date. Like no, you're not for the Netflix and chill with me. Oh no, first day you lost your mind.
But that's you, baby. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what. You know what I'm saying? What I be hearing going around. What, you know what I'm saying? What some of the guys be talking about. Some of the stuff I be, you know, seeing on Facebook. Whatever the case may be. This is what they doing.
But mind you, at the same time, it's a lot of internet dating. It's a lot of internet dating. So people be finding these people on what is it?
I don't know. I don't got
Tinder, Plenty of Fish, and I don't know. There's a lot of like gay dating sites and all that stuff or whatever. They go on dating sites and they end up like meeting up like just to see what each other actually look like, so they're not getting catfished or whatever. You know what I mean? But an actual date is you actually going in public with somebody, not, you know what I'm saying, oh, I'm about to go to their house and go chill. No.
Well, clearly, you know what I'm saying, people need to get that memo then, because I don't think they tracking that.
I think that the times have lowered the standard of dating. Like, you know, because nobody don't want to cater to somebody's ego or cater to somebody's wants or needs or expectations. You know what I mean? They literally lower the standard to make other people comfortable. But if you know, but mind you, they'll backdoor and get mad when they actually be in a relationship with somebody, and then they not posted on social media. So like, if you can date me, we can go out, or I can ask you out.
You can't date her, bro.
Anyway, if you can date me, and then we go out, and whether I ask you or you ask me, we go out and we get to know each other, cool. But that's not what is going on now. It's not. Like you said, people not dating. So the truth of the matter is that the question that was posed was irrelevant.
Well, I guess for the majority of folks that still feel like that, they might not necessarily be doing it. So I could see where the irrelevancy come in at, but for the handful of people that still want to and trying to find that in today's age, I don't know if they're gonna have any luck with it, honestly.
Yeah, I know. Cause even with even when we were kids, like when we would call ourselves dating or whatever, we'd have our home girl and me and my home girl would go out, and then what I'm saying, we'll end up meeting two dudes at the hey, meet us at the movies or whatever, or the mall or whatever. You know what I mean? That was considered as, oh, we went out. But the reality is not. It's not. We just met up with friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's just an age bracket.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said again, fellas, if you ain't never went out with an older female, definitely try it out. Might change your life. Might. You know what I'm saying? But hey, everybody ain't so lucky. I'm just gonna put that disclaimer out there. Everybody ain't so lucky, to find a wonderful, loving, beautiful, caring. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess, all in all, I don't know if we could really answer that question. Like you can, I guess, depending on the person, if
everybody thinks differently and behaves differently, period. So there are going to be a lot of people that's going to be like, well, it don't matter if I ask him out or not, he's supposed to still pay.
Bull.
But truth of the matter is, you're just trying to get a meal.
So how do you ask that question then?
What do you mean?
Who gonna pay? Do you ask the question, or do you just, if you ask him out, like, hey, I'm interested in, I would like for us to go out, we could Dutch it, and what I'm saying, see where the conversation go from there? Or
yeah, you can most definitely propose, like you can lay out what's gonna happen on the date, so that way there's no expectations. Like, hey, let's go out, let's get to know each other, let's fill each other out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay for my meal, you pay for yours, no big deal. You know what I mean? For first date. Now, if I ask you out, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, you want to go out again and we can go do something or whatever, it's on me.
I could do that.
Now, if, of course, vice versa, dude, you know what I mean, hey, you want to go out, I got you.
I could do that.
Type thing. But other than that, yeah, no.
So I guess the biggest thing is then, regardless of who asking who on a date, that initial question, just lay everything out. Just lay everything out. Simple as that. So there's no, should he pay for the meal or should she pay for the meal since she asked me? Just lay it out. And the fella she don't ask, this day and age, bro, like if you working hard for your check, bro, that's your money. So you got the option to say, all right, I'm gonna spend it on her, or I'm not gonna spend it on her. So if she like, all right, cool, I want to take you out, ask. You're like, we Dutching or what we doing.
But they got some people that you'll go out with them, and because they expect for the dude to pay for it, they'll order this whole. Where you going?
Hell yeah, because I don't, man.
They'll order this whole, I don't know, lamb chops and lobster, all this old stuff like that.
Ribeye, 12-ounce sirloin.
You sound kind of angry.
Man, that shit you eating hard, boy.
First of all,
my bad.
Well, one of my classmates told me that he asked the waiter where the restroom was when she ordered all this stuff.
He hit it on her.
And he left. She was up to pay for them extravagant meals.
Oh, man.
You can't be going out on a date, sis.
Hope you run track, big dog. Make sure you wear some good suit with some New Balances. or some Nikes or something, some Saucony's.
Did you say Saucony?
Saucony's, man.
Is that a thing anymore?
I don't know if they still got Saucony's.
I don't think so.
Hey, whatever works, man. Them Aces, whatever work, man. Nice little blazer, little V-neck. You know what I'm saying? Some nice little fitted jeans. Skechers. Listen, whatever works, man.
You're so stupid.
Whatever works. So I guess I guess I don't know how you see fit then.
What do you mean?
As far as, you know what I'm saying, who paying for the meal? If the female asks the man not who paying for the meal, do you ask the question like, hey, you know, we could Dutch?
Now mind you, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy can be funny, like, you paying for this? You know what I'm saying? You ask me, are you paying for this? And they can be like, yeah. Female can be like, yeah,
Okay.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? Or be like, and then, you know what I'm saying? She's saying some, like, oh, yeah, no, I want to go out everywhere.
Bye, Felicia.
Like, it happens.
Bye, Felicia. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Me too.
Either Dutch or lay everything out, bro. If she asks you, you and she don't say Dutch, you offer that to her. Or, you know, you can do what wifey said. I'm like, man, you want to take me out? You about to pay for this? She hit you with that.
Why are you so extra?
Hit her with the highs,
so
man.
extra.
And or if she bad, then fuck it, pay for the meal, dog.
Oh, is she bad?
If she bad, pay for the meal. Hey, if you don't pay for the meal, baby, you ain't saying nothing about it. Check yourself, man.
You're ridiculous.
Check yourself, man. So, with that said, I hope we answered that question. And if you one of them females that be thinking like that, check yourself, baby. Look yourself in the mirror and check yourself. So
Or just make sure you come in there with some money, sis, so that way, you know what I'm saying, if he do burn out on you.
check his feet. If he got some Skechers on,
Skechers?
he got some new or some Saucony's or some type of sneakers, and he got on a blazer. I hope he got some goddamn sneakers on too, man. I hope he got some goddamn sneakers on too. Yeah.
Y'all, this eyelash is really getting on my nerves.
Fuck it. You cute though, baby.
Babe, I'm not gonna put
You cute though.
just I'm
You
sorry,
cute.
y'all. It's getting on my nerves.
You cute.
I know y'all see me messing with it the whole time, just getting on my damn nerves. I thought it was falling off, but it's not though. It's falling off, sis. It's not.
We good. We Gucci. I'm Nada.
I'm Moe.
It's raw.
It's real,
But
but
it's
it's love.
Till next time, y'all.